And you know, security measures under the microscope tonight after Saturday's assassination attempt. We all want to know, how did a gunman get that close to former President Trump? And will it change things moving forward?
One man who knows about protecting the former president is Yavapai-County Sheriff David Rhodes. Fox 10's Nicole Christine has more from him tonight. Nicole.
Yeah, that's right, Brian and Ashley. Yavapai County Sheriff David Rhodes. He brings an interesting perspective to this conversation on security as someone who has worked several Secret Service events before, including those with President Trump himself. Now, Sheriff Rhodes did say that, like many others, he was saddened to hear the news of the assassination attempt on former President Trump. From his own experience working security at political events, he said there is pre-scouting done days in advance, and while Secret Service is focused on the president or former president and their families, federal and local law enforcement actively help with the overall tactical plan. Rhodes said the protocol in place for these events is very thorough, but added any best-laid plan can change in an instant when an attack is put in motion like the one we saw in Pennsylvania. He takes us inside the mind of law enforcement in those initial moments after an attack.
You're functioning in the subconscious level at that point, and it's all repetition. It's all the things that you've been preparing for. It's all the days on the range, all the days going over tactical plans, all the training that you've been through, and you need to respond subconsciously at that moment, because it's the fight or flight syndrome. And the only way to bring that confidence that the first responders are going to be able to do what needs to be done is repetitive training. And that's what we spend our time doing.
And we also spoke to political consultant Stan Barnes, and he told us that, like many of us, many of you at home, the question on his mind right now is, how did this happen? Ashley, you mentioned that earlier. He said it's a question that needs to be answered to the public sooner rather than later.
When presidents come through, and when presidential candidates who are former presidents come through, they weld manholes shut in the street, and there are law enforcement lining the high building. How did a sniper, or apparently a sniper, how did a shooter get within an angle of Donald Trump at that rally? That question must be answered by Secret Service.
And both Barnes and Sheriff Rhodes said that, of course, as all of these details and the FBI investigation unfolds, any analysis over security and what happened on Saturday will need to evolve as more of that information comes out. Reporting in Phoenix, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.